Yeah, it has been actually since end of August. There has been a lot of travel, in and out, in and out. And I'm glad that I'm at least now staying put at home for some time. My last travel was no, October, November, Kenya. And yeah, it was a good time, good fellowship, meeting with the old colleagues and making new friends and working through the issues of member care. It was a blessed time.
That was
Yeah,
the
so now I'm at
Kenya, right?
yeah, Nairobi. It was a global member care conference. So I took a session there on contextual realities and caring for global missional women. So it was well taken. We had a lot of questions. It was nice to see some men sitting there in the workshop because they want to know how they can care for women in their missions.
Praise
And they
God.
had a lot
Yeah.
of yeah, and they had a lot of questions that tell us more what we can do in caring for women, and how we can be a blessing to them rather than expecting them to work, 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 you know. So it was a great time. Yeah, and
Pradeep was there too, right?
yes, he was invited to do the MK seminar, and it went good. It was heart to heart for the majority world MKs. So he did that along with two, three people, like African people and then New Zealanders. So it was a great workshop he did. And now people are asking him to come and help them out with the MK workshops and MK camps and all that. But then, of course, he has his own company going on of media, which he does it. So he has to balance. Yeah. So when we are talking about Pradeep right now, I can also say that recently he has found out that he has a stone in his kidney, and so that needs surgery because they tried to dissolve it, but doctors couldn't dissolve that the stone. So tomorrow he's going to be admitted in the hospital, and then Saturday morning he will have the surgery, and it will be like a laser one. So pray for that. And um, and after 3 weeks he will go through another surgery for the stone. Yeah. So yeah, that has been a quite a something to discover that. And doctor said that his body actually makes a lot of calcium, and that creates a stone. So that's what. And then I already shared with you all, I think last time, about Preeti had a macular issue in her eye. And so she went through the surgery um, 2 weeks back. And it was a very complicated surgery. And yes, so right now she has a gas bubble in her eye. So she's recovering. And doctor said that it's healing well, but she cannot fly for a month still, because if she flies, then it will affect her eye because of the pressure in the flight. So, so she has a leave till actually early February. So the whole month she will be here, and January, and then she will uh, go back. So the plan was that I will go with her and help her out in Prague. But now, because Pradeep's surgery is going to be after 3 weeks, so I might not go with her. So we have to just sort it out, a lot of logistics. Yeah. So you
Is
could
she
pray
in
for
Prague
that.
now? She is in
No,
Prague
she's
now.
back home.
That's
No,
what I
she's
thought.
back
She
home.
got this, yeah, the surgery in
Yeah,
India.
done.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah, because we have very, very good doctors here. So that's one thing really appreciate about the Indian medical system. And in Prague, she couldn't even get the appointment for 1 month, 2 months. By the time a person might die or become a blind or something. And
Right.
they
Yeah.
didn't even had the retinas experts there. There were no doctors. So that was very interesting. Yeah. So we just felt that she has to just come back home because, and Dave, it's the same doctor who saw Kathy, Dr. Bhargava. He's the specialist who's been asked in different hospitals to go and do the surgery. He's the same doctor who did her surgery. So I was like, oh, Kathy has seen him. So that's one thing we are blessed with, that we have a great expert doctors for different things. So we could, and our appointments are also pretty fast. Yeah. So like if I take an appointment for tomorrow, I'll get it. Yeah. So that's very medical system is very fast. The insurance is bit not very good. Preeti got her insurance for her eye. Pradeep was rejected yesterday for his for kidney because um, he changed his insurance company last year, and so he to get the insurance he has to be under them for 2 years. So he's only 1.5 years under this particular scheme, which is really good, but they were sorry about it that they couldn't give. So that's where with Pradeep is. So one person Preeti got it, he didn't get, because Preeti never used her insurance all this time, all these years. Hers was no problem. And it was just came through like that. Soon we applied, we got it. But well, they said, "Oh, sorry, you are still, you are not under 2 years yet." I said, "Okay, doesn't
And you don't
matter."
want to wait for a kidney stone for sure, right?
No,
Yeah,
no, we
yeah,
don't
it's
want to
time to get
wait.
it
For
done.
yeah, for 6 months. So today he was saying,
Yeah.
"Shall I wait for 6 months?" I said, "Don't you ever don't talk like that. Let's get it over."
But now
Yeah,
you're going to have your family home for the holidays all
yes,
together, which is a
yeah, we are
beautiful
just,
thing, right?
yeah, it's nice. Yeah, we're enjoying it. Yeah, three of us. It's really nice to have. Of course, they do fight sometimes, brother, sisters, and argues, and then they are again friends. So it goes on. Yeah, in the midst of this, we are also doing the logistics for another MK camp. It has been a wonderful success this year in May. So the next one is coming in May 2025. We have done a lot of logistics for it. And so Pradeep is very busy with that along with his work, and I'm helping him out with that. So pray for that MK camp, and theme is same, discovery camp, navigating the real world issues, because this theme was really helpful for the teenagers, youngsters, that is 13 to 19 years. We had it, and this year also 13 to 19 we will do. I mean next May, and but we'll go a little bit more further. We will be talking more about created in God's image, and he's shaping us and he's not finished with us. So that will be the theme, navigating the real world issues, and then God created us. So we'll go that. And in that one, we are planning to have a pottery, so where kids can do the pottery. So that will be very effectful, that God has created us. So they also create something. So it's a Pradeep's idea. So to that, so the kids will. So we have a guy who's Pradeep's friend. He's also a Christian, but he's not a MK. He does pottery. So we have asked him to come. So he will teach, and that will be the theme, that God has created us. So they can create something and learn through it. And then we're also thinking of talking. Of course, devotions will be there, and then we're going to talk about some missionary stories, how we came into missions, how we came to know Christ Jesus in our lives. So there'll be 3, 4 people will be sharing from their own lives. So that will helpful for the kids to know that we are just not working in the world, but we also have a Christ who helps us. Because these days children are not very interested in church or God. They are just having a lot of questions of God's existence. So we thought if we do a lot of activities and creativities, art and craft, and then we talk about these issues, what we did this year in May, and that was very effective. And so we'll be using similar method in talking to them. So pray for that. Yeah, for that camp.
Perhaps
And then,
you're
of course,
creating sparks that will continue to light a fire. Who knows what'll come out of that, right?
We
Yeah.
don't know what will come
Yeah.
out of it, and so far we have a lot of research. People have not done these kind of activities, so usually they just have like sessions after sessions, like just Bible studies and learning the Bible verses, and somebody's coming and giving lectures and going, but they have never done the creativities, art and craft, the themes, which we have done. So people, the parents were very excited about it, that at least the kids learn something out of these. So yeah, so that will be interesting. See, so pray for that. Yeah, and things are very expensive nowadays. Every day, the cost goes up. So this year we are charging a little bit more because this year when we had it, we ran in loss, quite a loss. Then we have to put the money from our pockets, and yeah, so this year we have put little registration fees more higher so that we don't run in loss. So let's see how it will come out. Yeah. So that's where it is. Then second, my work is still going on fine, and mm, yeah, people are coming, and a lot of issues with the missionaries. They are juggling whether they continue to be in the missions or not. They find it very difficult um, reaching out people. They don't know the methods, how to reach out. I mean, the missions doesn't teach them self-care, not teaching them how to witness to uh, non-Christian in today's scenario, because they're trying to use the old methods, which doesn't work for today's new generation, because the whole mindset is so different of the young people now. And they do ask question, are you sure there is a God? There's no God. So that's becoming a very one big deal, because um, education, peer pressure is very high. So God is just somewhere there. So even the Christians have been having questions. So the missionaries are also asking the same questions, because their children are asking their parents that why are you doing this work when you don't have money? Why you have to work 24 hours and you have no time for us? So so those kind of people come for member care or counseling. So that actually challenges me to continue to upgrade myself and learn more what is going on in today's scenario. What is the world coming up to? That helps me to read. And I'm glad I have two children who knows what is going on in the world. So we sit and talk about these
Keeping
issues.
you current.
So I
Yeah.
yeah, so they give me the current information, all those. And this all AI is coming out now. So AI is becoming a one big deal. In some way AI is helpful, some ways AI is not very helpful. So so that makes it more missionaries, young people, women to question their own identity, their own work. Yeah, they even
So that's
asked
why
if
you're going
they
to
are
share
ready.
that they're created in the image of God. He's created them,
Yes, so
right? And he's
yeah, so
not
that's
done with
what we'll
them.
do.
That's a great trajectory.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so
It's the
that's what
same
we'll be doing.
story of truth that needs to be
Yeah,
shared in a different way somehow, right?
yes, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So we thought we'll do all this, and then all the activities like outdoor activities, zip line, and what we you saw it in the video, right? Last
Yeah.
when they
Well
did the
done.
zip, yeah.
Very well done.
So that's done, yeah. And
In all
then
your
they learned about
busyness,
fear. Yeah, it just goes on, and sometimes. So I'm glad I could take little off now these few days, and I think my um, this week I will close up for and then start again on the 27, 28. I have some more clients and some member care for some, yeah, and then again off, and then again I start. And so travel in January. So let's see how it goes. So continue to pray. Sometimes very tiring, but sometimes it's nice to just sit back and relax.
balance, right?
Yeah,
Yeah. You got to recharge your
yeah, yeah.
batteries.
Yes, yeah. I
Thank you
do
for
that.
your
Yeah,
help with the psychosocial workers in Sierra Leone.
yeah.
things are
Yeah.
blowing up there right now. They just had a revival in Rocasa, and many people baptized, and now they're moving that to different communities. So in the following weeks, my phone's been blowing up this morning of all the activity. And so you're helping those ladies who have a lot of challenges, right? You're
Yes.
helping to keep them on track so that they don't burn
Yeah.
out. Um,
Yeah.
you can't burn out either.
No, no, no. I think I learned a lesson of just taking off and not picking up the phone, and so I just switch off myself when I know that I am tired. So yeah, learn
Well,
to those
thanks for
lessons.
taking the time tonight. I know it's late there. It's 10 and
Yeah,
a
it's
half
10 o'clock.
hours later there than it is
Yeah,
here. And after a long day, one of the last things you want to do is
yeah.
another meeting.
Sorry.
No,
Yeah,
no, no, it's all good. It's all good.
yeah,
Hey, can I
Can I,
pray for
can I
you?
ask,
Yep,
can I ask
please do.
Pramila, the
yeah.
Discovery Camp, is that for missionary kids? Is that for kids of Christian families, or is it for non-Christian kids?
Okay, we have MKs and PKs who came. Pastors' kids also came in, and then we had some like non-Christian friends. So they knew about this because they're very close friends. So they wanted to send their kids. So their kids also came in. But they were mingled just like anything because they go to school together. So there was not so much difference between those Christian kids, and they just accepted them because they studied together in the schools which has Hindu, Muslim, Christian school children. So it was okay. Yeah, it was okay. So they were fine, and they are very close friends, children. So parents knew that it's a Christian camp. They knew, and we also told them, listen, this is a Christian camp. Would you mind then? Then they said, we went to Christian schools. Our children are going to Christian schools. So what's the difference? These are the Hindu parents who are saying that.
Is that
Yeah,
because you're not in Gujarat?
yeah. No, no. Actually, in Gujarat also there are schools where children go to Christian schools, which are all mixed together. It's not so bad. Yeah.
Good.
Sometimes the media makes it very bad. Yeah.
Hmm.
So it's not so. Yeah. That's yeah. So we hoping that there will be kids coming of our friends. So and then we of course we are doing activities. So and when we do debriefing, we do it in such a way that uh, nobody is hurt their faith. Yeah. So
Remind me how
even
many people. I know last time you had so many people that you had to put people in tents, right? Because the
yeah,
sleeping
we
quarters
had
were filled up.
yeah 60 we had, and so we gave them choices, and there were kids who never experienced the tent before. So they said, oh, we want to be in the tents. So they had fun in the tent. Yeah. So they had rooms, but then they wanted to go and sleep in the tent. So
Yeah,
we
they'd
said,
rather
okay,
do
go.
the tent, right? It's a new
Yeah.
experience. Yeah.
Yeah. So they all took turns and they had. And this year also they are asking, will there be tents? Yeah. So the place we looked at it doesn't have tents. So this year, so we are still looking for a place where there are tents. So the rooms also and tents also. They had a great time, kids, because and they openly said they never had this kind of experience before, this kind of camp. It was always like a youth conference, they said. And they said, if it is a youth conference, we will not go. We will not come. So we said, no, it's not a youth conference. It is a camp, and this is what we are going to do. We'll have a bonfire. We'll have activities, outdoor, indoor, art and craft, and through that we will learn. And so they were excited about, yeah. So today's generation, we have to think creative things to tell them. So do it. So pray for all that. Yeah, good.